everyone, and welcome to Mmmmm. Today is a special day. It is Nintendo Day, and it's also my birthday. I might not actually be posting this on Nintendo Day because I am recording some of it on Nintendo Day. But November 20th, this year, 2015, they said is going to be Nintendo Day. So I decided I was going to make some Nintendo cookies, just the buttons, and I decided to make some rupees and heart pieces and all sorts of things Zelda, and we had some fun making and decorating these cookies. In order to make these, all you're going to need is your sugar cookie recipe or your whatever favorite white rollout cookies that you have, and a lot of icing. I used about 2.5 cups of icing sugar, and all you need for cookie cutters are, you're going to need some circle cookie cutters, you're going to need some crosses or X's, multiplication, I don't know, plus signs, whichever it is, and some triangles and some hearts. And with these ones we just used a square. So you probably have most of these cookie cutters in your arsenal. For our Zelda cookies, we're going to use the circle cookie cutter to make some A buttons and some C buttons from the 64 controller. And I also want to make rupees. Now I don't have a rupee cookie cutter, but I have a square. So I'm going to use the square and we will turn them into rupees. First we will take and we will just cut, and we got a rupee. If you want to use the cookie cutter as a guide, you can, or you can just go ahead and try and cut the squares all about as even and equal as possible. And a bunch of these won't work because they won't be quite the right size. We'll just try and make them as square as we can. And then once you've done that, between these two sides, right down the middle, kind of place your blade there, and then follow it along the middle of each of these rows. So just kind of go straight up, cutting the middle of each of the rows. When you pull this out, you got a rupee. It's not perfect, this one, so if you want to, you can just take it and trim off to make it a little more to your liking. That's a much quicker way, I think, of making the rupees, but you can do whichever way is preferred. To ice your cookies, just quickly do an outline, and then when you want to do the inside part, you don't have to fill it in all the way with the icing. We'll just take a toothpick or even the tip of your icing bag and just kind of smoosh it together until it's all filled in. To make the icing, all you're going to need is 1 cup of sifted icing sugar with 2 teaspoons of milk plus a bit extra to make it the right consistency, 2 teaspoons of corn syrup, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 or 2 drops of lemon juice just to kind of counteract the sweetness. Now, for all the cookies that I have made, I needed 2.5 recipes of the icing, and that was good enough to ice all my cookies. You're going to need a lot of colors, especially if you want to do all the different colors of rupees. So make sure to separate the icing out, or you can just make one batch at a time and then continue to make more icing and add the colors as you go. The little controller pieces were a lot of fun. Just put a triangle in each of the sections and then outline the whole thing in a dark gray. And then just lighten the gray a bit and fill the entire thing with that. If you like this video, please click like. You may also subscribe to my channel. I also have some other videos of decorating cookies, which includes how I made the icing specifically, if you'd like to check it out. So which one did I eat? Power, wisdom, or courage?
It was a blue one.
I ate the top, I think. I am now all powerful. Not really.
We wait out.
So I will post a link to where I got these labels on down below, and then you can, if you find some little bottles like this, you can print out your own little labels and have your own little Lon Lon milk jars with your cookies, and groupies actually taste surprisingly good. Since he doesn't like standing anyway. Good. He doesn't want it. There, the grass will hold you up. He needs the grass to hold him up.